Hey folks, we are going to learn how to create a photo grid using the free website befunky.com. I am going to press get started. The app that we are going to use for our elements and principles design is this Create a Collage. Okay, now I am going to look through the image manager and I'm going to select computer, and notice I have access to my Google Drive right here, but you also might have just downloaded your pictures to your picture folder. Okay, so you can click and find wherever you have your pictures, but I have already imported my pictures. The next step is you want to go down to this third option which says layouts. We are going to create our own. Choose that. And at this point, you can go back up to your images and begin dragging images over. Okay. Now, the editing of images and things like that, that is an additional option that you can have when you have the upgraded version that you pay for. So your images should already be edited. The one thing that you can do though is move them around. And I want you to see when you kind of hover at the top, you get kind of this double arrow, which would allow you to turn your images, or you can make them bigger and move them around. So I'm going to get rid of that. And so all of your pictures, it's up to you how you want them to be arranged. I would say try to have a variety of both vertical and horizontal. Try to kind of balance out your use of black and white versus color. And all of these pictures are just ones that I found from the internet. But again, you're just dragging them over. Think about which ones might attract our attention even more. Now these two are kind of similar with them being kind of a central design, so I may not want those two together. So I would just start by dragging all of your images out. Now I have already played around with this a little bit, so I wanted to show you a version where I've got most of my pictures together. So you can kind of see there is a few of them, like this picture, that I ended up cropping even more just for this particular layout. What we want to try to avoid though is having any awkward holes. Okay, we're using 14 pictures, our 7 elements, and our 7 principles. Okay, but we don't want to have any awkward holes. So it's really going to be like creating a puzzle and trying to get all of your pieces to fit. So at this point, I could choose save, and I'm just gonna, you can save it to your computer, you can save it to your Google Drive, and notice I'm saving it as a JPEG. And there it is downloaded. At this point, once you have saved your finished image, you would go to Canvas, and there is an assignment called Elements and Principles Collage, and you would just submit your completed collage photo. Please note that I would like you to save it as a JPG file.